What's up guys, Rand Racer here with another iPhone 14 series case video for you guys today, and today we are going to check out a couple cases from Urban Armor Gear. So of course, without further ado, let's slice this open, slap it on the iPhone, and give you guys my quick in-depth review. Let's check out my first favorite case from them, and that is their Plasma series case. This is my favorite one from Urban Armor Gear just because it offers a good amount of protection, but whoa, a little squeaky there. So it offers a good amount of protection, but in a very slim form factor. So you can see you got nice rubberized bumpers on each of the corners, but the case itself doesn't add a whole lot of extra thickness to the iPhone. The plasma case does come in a few different colors. This one here is a smoky gray to match my space black iPhone. It is a hybrid style case, so you do have a hard shell plastic back as well as some softer TPU bezeled borders. So here we have my space black iPhone 14 Pro Max. Again, I usually go button side first. It's a bit of a tight fit, but just kind of massage it into place and you're set to go. Alright, so here it is, the plasma case on my space black iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I gotta say the smoky gray looks really sharp on the space black iPhone. Taking a quick overview of this case, starting off at the top here, we do have an excellent amount of bezel protection with the rubber material wrapping around the entire border of the iPhone and just above my glass screen protector. On the left and right side of the case, we do have covers for the volume rockers and power button. When you press on them, you still get a nice tactile feedback, so they still feel like actual buttons. And of course, a little cutout here for the vibrate and ringer switch. And while we're still on the side of the case, you can see there's these little indentations on both the left and right side to add a bit of extra grip on the hard shell portion of the case. On the bottom of the case, you can see we have 3 individual cutouts for the stereo speakers, mic, and lightning port. And lastly, on the back side of the case here, we do have this smoky translucent design, which shows off the color of the iPhone. You got the Urban Armor Gear logo engraved in the center. And of course, this entire back is classic Urban Armor Gear styling. Of course, if you're not a big fan of this kind of industrial look, Urban Armor Gear does have a multitude of other different models to choose from. Now you can kind of see in the video, it's kind of hard to tell with the smoky gray finish, but the underside of this case has this kind of honeycomb texture to it, which really adds a nice subtle effect to the aesthetic look. And of course, the precision cutout here for the triple lens camera module. No issues with my camera lens protector that's on it. So overall guys, the plasma case is still one of my favorite ones from Urban Armor Gear. Love the minimalistic, slimmer form factor that it offers. You can see the corners here are still reinforced with extra rubber material, since generally when you drop an iPhone, it's going to smack a corner of some kind. And I really dig this smoky gray finish that really matches well with my space black iPhone. In terms of any cons or things I don't like about this case, my only recommendation would be to increase the bottom part thickness so that it's not as flimsy. And that is the Urban Armor Gear Plasma case. The next case that we got from Urban Armor Gear is their Monarch Pro. This is their flagship case that they offer. It's rated at 25 feet of drop protection, almost 10 feet more than the Plasma case, and that's obviously because this is a larger, thicker case. You can see here this is a kind of dark grayish model. There's a few different color options. This one here has Kevlar in it. I don't know if it's actual Kevlar, but you can see the Kevlar finish around the edges here between the outside and inner part of this dark gray. So like the plasma case, I chose this color to match my space black iPhone because this is a dark kind of gunmetal gray with some black accenting. We'll go button side first. And it should pop into place. No, might be a little bit difficult. I find the rubber on the Urban Armor Gear cases to really stick to this glossy finish on the Pro Series iPhone 14s. But with a little bit of persistence, you can get it in. Alright, so definitely a little bit thicker than the Plasma Series case, which is no surprise. This is a far more protective case than the Plasma case. You can already tell by the thickness that it's quite a bit thicker. But anyways, taking a quick overview of this case and what it has to offer. Starting off at the top here, you can see the rubber material does wrap around the entire border of the case, as well as just above my glass screen protector. The rubber itself extends all the way throughout the entire sides of the iPhone. You also have covers for the power button, as well as the volume rockers. No issues there. Nice actuation, and a little cutout for the vibrate and ringer switch. The sides also feature this honeycomb textured finish to it to add a bit of extra grip. And like the plasma case, we also have reinforced corners on all four corners of the iPhone for added drop protection. On the bottom of the case here, we do have 3 individual cutouts for the stereo speakers, mic, and lightning port. And lastly, on the back of the case, we got this classic Urban Armor gear design once again, just like the plasma case. It's pretty much like the plasma case, except quite a bit beefed up with larger textures to it, Kevlar around the Urban Armor gear logo, and this really nice gunmetal gray finish. So definitely a beefier case and beefier looking case. Now, like I mentioned, I don't know if this is actual Kevlar. I know another color option for the Monarch series does feature a leather option as well. So a few different ones to choose from. And also forgot to mention, there is a obviously cutout here for the triple lens camera module, and no issues with my camera lens protector with using this case. One small detail I want to note here is these little extra kind of feet on these 3 corners that line up with the height of the camera lens cutout, so that when you place your phone down like this, it lays perfectly flat and doesn't wobble. So nice little added attention to detail there from Urban Armor gear. Overall, guys, once again, I really dig their cases this year. Big fan of their brand and lineup just because I've been reviewing them for so many years now. They're pretty attractive looking cases. Obviously, this kind of industrial military grade look to them isn't something that's going to appeal to everybody. But if you're a big fan of this design, it's definitely a case that won't disappoint. One protection feature I've always been a big fan of Urban Armor gear is their reinforced corners. Like I mentioned earlier, usually when you drop your phone, it's never going to be like face flat like that or on the side flat like that. It's going to be hitting a corner 90% of the time. So it's a nice idea to reinforce those areas, since that first impact is where it does most damage to your iPhone, whether it's the internal components, putting a dent in your phone, a scratch. It's always going to be that corner. So I'm really happy Urban Armor gear has kept to their roots, as they always had that feature since I started reviewing their cases back with the iPhone 5. In regards to cons, these cases can wireless charge, but unfortunately they do lack MagSafe on these 2 particular models. So if you have MagSafe accessories, keep that in mind if you're looking at these cases. In conclusion, guys, if you're in the market for a cool looking eye-catching protective case for your brand new iPhone 14, you definitely can't go wrong with Urban Armor gear. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions or comments about the case, ask her in the comment section there down below. Hit that like button, as always helps me out, and I'll see you all in the next video.